I sold abortions. We went into the schools with sex education programs that we knew would increase the sexual activity and therefore the pregnancy rate. Our goals were simple: get the children to laugh about their parents and their values because they were so embarrassed they would not go home and tell their parents what we talked about. We became the sexual experts in their life. We asked the girls to come in for well woman exams. Come to us. We'll help you be safe from getting pregnant. And sadly, that was a lie, because we prescribed a low-dose birth control pill we knew the girls would get pregnant on. And when she got pregnant, or feared she was pregnant, what would she do? She would call us. We were the sexual experts. We were the ones with the card, free pregnancy tests, licensed counselors. And she called that number not recognizing we only sold one product.
I looked her straight in the eye and I said, "Daphne, I killed my baby." See, we were raging feminists at the time, so for me to say something like that to her just blew her away. And she said, "No, Rhonda, what are you talking about? That's not what you did. You can choose when you're going to be a mother. It's your body. It's your choice."
They told us abortion was a quick, simple, easy procedure. 20 minutes, you never have to think about it again.
They explained it to me that it was a blob, that it wasn't anything yet.
And she told me that it wasn't even a baby yet, that it was just a clump of cells. And I didn't know anything about fetal development, so I believed her.
This girl doesn't know what a sonogram looks like early. She's been told it's a blob of tissue. Here's a blob on the screen. This is the pregnancy experts saying, "There it is, you're pregnant." And then grab her by the bony part of the elbow and squeeze. Do you have your money? Can you do it today?
They put the gown on and, do your paperwork, and you're put on this really cold table.
They laid me on this steel cold table.
The doctor came in and he didn't look at me, he didn't talk to me, and he didn't acknowledge me. He began to work on me, and I remember feeling horrifying cramps, and it was worse than they had ever told me.
The sound of that vacuum machine, I'll never forget that noise.
The sound of this machine was like this ghoulish generator, and then the pain hit me.
It was excruciating pain.
The force of that abortion, I literally felt like my soul was being sucked out that day.
And what I thought about was, how could something that's a woman's right cause so much pain?
I was bleeding profusely and didn't know what I was going to do. As soon as I got home, I called the clinic back and I asked them what I should do, told them what was going on with me, and they said, "I'm sorry, you're not our problem anymore. You're going to need to call your doctor." And I thought, that is the last thing I want to hear right now. That's why I came there and didn't go to my doctor. It's because I didn't want to have to call the doctor. So I laid there that day, in my blood, wondering if I would die.
I didn't realize that after I would have these complications and that I'd really be struggling emotionally. They didn't tell me any of that. I wish somebody had.
And I remember putting on my mask, going to church, crying myself to sleep every night in your arms still. And we would just justify it and say we did what we had to do. But for 12 years, that went on.
I became very promiscuous. I started drinking more, taking drugs.
More sexual relationships, more promiscuity that ended up in 5 more pregnancies and 5 more abortions.
Guilt haunted me. Shame followed me.
I would grieve for my 2 children that I wanted so desperately, and I know I could never have. I wanted to meet them. I wanted to see what they would have looked like, their voices.
I lay on the table and started thinking, how am I going to tell my husband that I'm not going to be able to have children with him? It was the reality of knowing that the only 3 children I would ever bear, I killed.
I am 46 years old today, and I have no living children. The children that God put in my womb, I took the life of each one of them.
You know, when you're pregnant, you carry a child for 9 months. When you've had an abortion, you carry them forever.
And in my deepest, darkest hour, where death was calling me, suicide was haunting my thoughts, the Lord Jesus Christ revealed himself to me.
Many women have had abortions, and there's no place for them to go, to have the voice, to say it. I think there's a lot of women in hiding because of still the shame of admitting it and its impact in their life. So what I would want to say is take courage and do so for yourself and for the memory of that child.
Let's get one thing clear about the debate. No one has the right to tell a woman what she can and cannot do with her body. Hands off my body is the rule we need to operate on when it comes to the health and well-being of every living woman. She gets to choose medical procedures for her own body. And that is why it is wrong. Because there are two women involved, and it's a lifestyle at stake for one, and life at stake for the other. She is a living, human person, just like her mother. And just because you can't see her or hear her doesn't mean that science doesn't have some very simple and profound things to say about her. Since she doesn't yet have a voice, let me tell you what the rest of her body tells us about her, that she is a living, human person. She's alive. Just like all living things, she feeds and she grows. In fact, in her current state, she's feeding and growing faster than most living things. Her body is rapidly changing in some amazing ways, and if you let her go on growing, you'll soon see that she has her mother's eyes. There is no scientific definition that defines life with her on the outside of that definition. She is alive. She's also human. Homo sapien, that's how scientists would classify her. She's not a pig. She's not a horse. She's not even a monkey. She's human. And yes, we call her a fetus, but she's a human fetus. Fetus is just a way of describing her age, and if we let her continue to be a living human, she'll soon earn the distinction of being called a child, a teenager, and an adult. Scientists no more define her as a non-human than her mother was at this age or any age. She is a human being. Finally, she's a person. When her mother chooses to end her life, she is not cutting out any part of her own body. She's targeting a wholly separate person. Her DNA is her own. It's not like her father's or her mother's or anyone else who has ever lived. She is her own person, unique just like the rest of us. At every stage of development, it's actually quite easy for a scientist to tell you where she begins and where her mother ends. They are two women sharing the same space, but uniquely defined as individuals. Further, have you ever met a non-human person or a non-person human? What exactly is that? Are they the ones clogging up traffic? Do they forget to eat their vegetables? Are they the ones leaving all the ugly comments on YouTube? Or is that something we've made up to help us ignore what we know is obvious, that she is a person, a living human person? But she's just a collection of a couple of cells. What does it matter? Well, aren't all living human persons just a collection of cells? Aren't you just a collection of cells? Exactly how many cells would an innocent woman need before we protect her life? Does it make sense that if we just gave her a few more days, she'd have enough cells to count, when she's already got all the other properties of a living human person? No, I don't think so. And that's why women are right to declare hands off my body for all living women. Because with or without a voice, no one should choose a medical procedure for her or her that she wouldn't choose for herself.
That's all over. That wasn't too bad, now, was it?
Who will I become? I want to be someone who helps someone else. What will be my name? You named me inconvenience. You named me no one. You took away my breath before I breathed it on my own. You stripped me of my life, and then you left me all alone. You named me no one, but I wanted to be known. I am beauty, I am love, I am a girl sent from above. I am laughter, I am joy, I am a treasure, baby boy. You named me no one, but I wanted to be known. Who will sing my song? Lyrics of nowhere places and unseen faces. Who will be my voice? A voice of desperation. I am someone. You took away my breath before I breathed it on my own. You stripped me of my life, and then you left me all alone. You named me no one, but I wanted to be known. I am beauty, I am love, I am a girl sent from above. I am laughter, I am joy, I am a treasure, baby boy. You named me no one, but I wanted to be. Who will sing my song? And who will be my voice? Who will save my life? My life is not a choice. Is it you? Is it you? Please tell that